but only in America does it happen, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it right now. I can't handle it more now.
It also happens that because I've been around a long time in Britain, that I ended up knowing the chief scientific advisor to the UK government, so Sir Patrick Vallance. And I noticed early on in 2020, as early as about February, certainly in March, on the TV every night, lying to us. I mean, it's an awful thing to have to say, but yep. He was saying things that would lead people to have an exaggerated sense of the threat of whatever this pathogen was that was coming out of Southeast Asia. And then, as you've mentioned, Paul, as time went on, the suggestion and then eventually the forced introduction of a variety of control measures that I knew that he knew were not correct. And I will emphasize this very briefly. How do I know that he knew, as we have just outlined, that they couldn't work? Well, he and I trained in the same university system, UK, across the same period of time. And although he is a doctor and I have a PhD, our base level training, foundational training, would have been the same: microbiology, immunology, organic chemistry. You'd have a term or two of every one of these things in order to then build on it. And we would all have the same set textbooks. And I can even quote you which one it was for immunology, Essential Immunology by Ivan Reut. So I knew that Patrick Vallance had a copy of that and would have probably been trained in the same unit as I was at the same time. And you didn't need advanced immunology, for example, to know that once you've been exposed to one of these pathogens, you acquire robust, complete and durable immunity, and you're really, really unlikely to become clinically ill again the second time. You might acquire the pathogen, but you won't get ill and transmit it again. And so quite early on, people I knew slightly, just from my history, were lying to us.
Your dick's more like mustard, my nigga.